Detroit Lions. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit.
Velus Jones now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now this defense for the Lions, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Play action. It's Fields. That's caught by Waller out left side. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Lions will take over. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
No room to be had there on the 1st down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. The Lions at 7 and 3 now on the year, and they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. And this is incomplete. But, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the turkey bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. But I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the Lions are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Bears are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right, and I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
Hey, check that. Three.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football, understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Rolling to his left. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 41-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second and 12. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Ready?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Go shoot. Seven Pirates. Seven Pirates. Buffalo 18. 60 bucks, yeah. 60 bucks.
Now back to throw. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. A nice throw there for the first down. And this is a big moment for this young man under center. You know, he's had a few months now to get acclimated to life in the NFL, but you got to think, a little extra pressure here, right, CD? I mean, you're getting the start on Thanksgiving in front of the national audience.
Especially since you and I both know he's watched this game since he was, what, 4, 5, 6 years old, and dreamed of playing in it. In fact, his family sent us some of those videos of he and his family in the backyard playing their Turkey Bowl games themselves. So now he's gone from the backyard to the big stage, and here he is.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. They'll look to throw here. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Does the big boy have the juice? 20, 10. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Montgomery is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 5.
Lions 2.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return for the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. He keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bears! Velus Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Bears 14, Lions 2.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
19 Tiger.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league can support it quite well, where you can move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day, but you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a 3rd game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the 3rd one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
Come on.
They'll try and run for it. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd in a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him in the ballgame now on 14 carries. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. From the gun, he'll hand this off. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that lead is back down to 9 now. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Fields. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys with great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He'll look downfield for Waller. And this is taken in at the 5. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Fields going to toss this quickly out wide, complete. Touchdown! A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears will extend their lead here just before halftime. Myers connects on the PAT, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Let's go. 19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
18 run.
They go play action here on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. Back to throw here. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
They'll look to throw again. They're connecting here with DJ Shark. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
1st and 10 at the 19. 10 through 11. Mustang 19. Dragon 60.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They're going to look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Williams, a man in motion right. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And his kick is good. And that will cut the lead down to 13. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action, Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Fields. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Let's take it on the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. And he whips that one incomplete there.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the 1st time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
He'll look to throw. And it's complete to Mitchell. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. Here we go on 4th down. And he's not going to get the 1st. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Bears will get the football back. at the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A huge play there for Chicago. 49 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Fields now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. To throw is Fields. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Trap 50, trap 50.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And he's out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. We're on to the fourth here on Thanksgiving Day. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
In motion left comes Williams.
Warriors 70. 50 Maverick. 19 tight. 19 tight.
On play action, they'll throw. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. The Lions on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Hands it off out of the gun. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they said, he's got a man, complete, touchdown, Detroit. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
This one swung out to Montgomery. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, Montgomery. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards and a Chicago first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Montgomery back to the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Josh Paschal there to bring him down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Play action. It's Fields. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Back to Montgomery on second down. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. This to perhaps sort this one away. Myers' kick is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
23 yards on the play.
Here we go. Panther 11, Panther 11.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Running right through it. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Catch smash, catch smash.
Back to throw again. That'll be caught by St. Brown. And they'll work this down inside the 30. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today,
and he's taken down. Back at his own 7. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears.
If you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
So for the Bears, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Detroit, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.